Now, Sydney Police say there were 5 drive-by shootings in the city overnight. Our reporter Jason Om joins us from Northmead in the city's west, where shots were fired into a house with 5 children inside. Good morning again, Jason. Just take us through that shooting, and then can you update us on the 5th shooting? That's just news of that has just come through.
Yes, Karina. Well, I'm standing outside the house at Northmead where the 5 children were playing on the computer very early this morning when their house was sprayed with bullets. A number of those bullets hit the window of a girl's bedroom and the rumpus room, and one of the bullets actually went into the ceiling not far from where the children were playing. So it's been a very close call for them. Their parents were also inside the house, and they were very lucky to not be harmed in this shooting. This was one of now 5 shootings. The last time we spoke there were 4, but now police have released new details of a 5th shooting. That shooting was at Granville overnight. They say that a man heard gunfire at around midnight, but didn't think anything of it. Later in the morning, at about 6:30, he discovered that there were bullet holes in front of his house. And Granville's not a far distance from here; it's a short drive away. So 5 shootings within 4.5 hours. Yet, the spate of shootings just don't seem to be ending. Now, just going back to the Northmead, this house here, relatives are worried about the family inside. The family itself is not speaking. There was a man and a number of other people milling about outside who would not talk to the media, but relatives have been concerned about it. They don't know why this family would be targeted, and they spoke earlier.
They're my cousins. He's my uncle from my dad's brother.
And how concerned are you for their safety?
Extremely concerned. I'm shaking at the moment, just trying to figure out how they are, because they're only little kids. They're all younger than me. None of them go to high school, so they're all really, really young kids.
So you must be relieved that they are safe.
Well, I'm relieved that they're safe. It's just that it's the repercussions that really still kind of bother me, in the sense they're going to be living through this for a while.
Do you think the attackers might come back?
I don't know. I hope not.
And Jason, have police given any reasons behind why the shooting in Northmead took place?
Well, it's believed that it might have been a business dispute. You did hear Sharif Perez there before. He maintains that his uncle has no enemies, but it's believed that this was over a business dispute. Police say this shooting was not related to the 3 other shootings. I can't talk for the latest one, but they do say the 3 other ones, one at a house at Maryland's where 3 elderly people were inside, they were unharmed, and 2 others at tattoo parlours, one at Maryland's and Balcombe Hills. Police say that those 3 shootings were linked and they were connected to bikie gangs. They also say that those 3 shootings were linked to another shooting on Saturday at Pemulwuy. A car was fired at that suburb. Now, we should expect to hear from Assistant Commissioner Frank Manili later today, where he can go into more detail. He did speak on ABC Radio earlier, but we should hear more from police on these 5 shootings overnight within 4.5 hours.
And so how concerned are police, Jason, given the spate of shootings in Sydney over recent months and the fact that they are conducting Operation Spartan?
And they are continuing unabated, it seems. The key issue for police, the key frustration for police, is that witnesses and victims involved in some of these shootings aren't speaking to police. That's frustrated investigators. That's also frustrated politicians. The state opposition has been heaping the political pressure on the O'Farrell government over this. They've seized on this issue, saying that people in Western Sydney are unsafe and that Barry O'Farrell is not doing enough. But again, police are up against difficult circumstances here. The government would argue because victims and witnesses aren't coming forward with information. And if they don't have information, they can't prosecute.
Jason Om in Sydney, thank you very much.